I'm back at the bandsaw. I'm going to start to cut out these curved feet pieces here. So we're just going to cut a portion of this curve out, and then it'll be taken to a belt sander. Okay, I've now cut those curved pieces out on the bandsaw for the initial curving of them. Got some other lines that I've got to meet. Start to do some final shaping on these. These are going to go to the edge sander. We're going to sand this curve to a nice uniform curve. We're then going to drill the holes that are going to pin this to the walnut base with the aluminum rods, which will be exposed a little bit on the base just to show that it's a different material, a different object. Over at the edge sander now, which is a machine that has a nice high wide belt that oscillates back and forth on a table that's 90 degrees to the belt, or it can be adjusted. We're going to put this piece on here. We're going to sand this curve so that it gives me a nice smooth even curve here, and then we're going to go back and we're going to mark the holes and drill it for those pins. So the dust collector is on. We're going to turn the edge sander on and get this smoothed out. That's the initial curve on here. It's giving me a nice smooth curve, and it's ready to be marked now and drilled, and then we'll come back and get the secondary curves and the base cut out after we do the flat work. Alright, I've got the curved piece that I'm going to be making. I've got my pieces drawn with center lines for the holes for the aluminum pegs. Now I'm going to mark the center line with a marking gauge going the other way, and now I've got those marks so that they can go on the drill press and get drilled for the pegs. I've got the other pieces ready to go, and we're going to go over to the drill press now and drill the holes for the aluminum dowels. This is the piece that I'm trying to duplicate right now with 3 holes with the aluminum pins that's going to hold the base of this table coming into it. These are the pieces at the state that they're in right now that are eventually going to look like this piece, and they'll have a tilt to them as well. For now, I'm going to drill those holes, and you can see how this particular machine, I'll do them one at a time, and you can see how this machine starts to work. Now drilled holes out so they match the piece that I'm trying, my template piece that I have to try to match. And it's ready to go. I'll do the same thing to the other one, and we'll be ready to actually cut the bottom of the base, put the holes in it, and attach these feet to the table itself. Table base. This is a mock-up of the curved laminated base that you see laying on the table. This is the mock-up of the foot with the aluminum pins that hold it off. The foot will help stabilize the base, and I did a mock-up to find out where I need to cut the base of the bottom off to make the table the correct height that I want to make this particular table. So that's my mock-up. You can see the pins are drilled into the bottom of the base and into here. They're 1/2-inch anodized aluminum pins, and that'll be the standoff for the base. I've also taken my drawing that I had, and I've transferred the lines to the base itself of where the rods are going to be on the top and where I need to cut the base off based on the lines of the height of the table.